forward to. I think it's going to go down a storm. Honestly, I do. Yes, folks, you catch me in Mr. Myers here, discussing the impending arrival of Wonder Woman 1984. Yeah. We're looking forward to it because there's been a dearth of movies that have actually come out this year, let's be honest. And we've got this October the 2nd, I think it is. It comes out unless COVID sticks its little bestial virus-ridden fingers into the cinemas again and gets them all closed down. Who knows? But hopefully, it's going to work. And I'm looking forward to it because I think Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins, is it Patty Jenkins? I think it is, isn't it? Who created the first Wonder Woman movie, really knocked it out the park. So in all this excitement and the build-up to this movie coming out, any fucking movie coming out for that matter, I started buying little Wonder Woman merchandise, didn't I? And there we have this one from McFarlane Toys. I did show you this in a previous video, and I'm sure you'll agree it's outstanding. Oop, it's got a bit of husky fare on it there. You know, no charge. Brilliant design. The standard classic look. Golden, red, blue, and absolutely drop dead gorgeous. A couple of lassos there. One hoiked up on the back there, and one being swung around because the truth is out there. So that was one of the figures that came out, and for my money it was the one I went to first of all, and I preferred it. But everyone seems to be raving about the golden armour Wonder Woman because that's how you're going to see her, I think, during the big mega climax of Wonder Woman 1984 when she fights Cheetah and obviously whoever else is in charge and pulling all the strings and making all these wishes come true, but also, you know, nefarious deeds are taking place too, because no one's altruistic in these movies except for the heroes, of course. So she will don her golden armour and go and crusade again. Now this figure, also from McFarlane Toys, also boasting 22 points of articulation, is the one that all the reviews everyone I saw mentioning it was raving about it, and I thought, I still prefer, you know, the standard colours, a bit more flash on show, but you know, hey, I'm gonna have to get it as well, see what they're all raving about, and now I have it. It is here. Look at this, and yes, she's in midair, she's hovering, because the stand you get for this one, which clips around her waist, holds her sort of levitating. There we are, a big hook arm there which clips into the DC base here, and it's nice and clear, so it looks like she's really flying. Well, it's alright, it's okay, does the job. But Wonder Woman 84 golden armour. Now I've got to say, this is a wondrous bit of kit. It is, but when it comes, and the box for it is here, there's the box from DC Multiverse, and there's the back. Instantly, that image on the back there is also the card that you get, the little detailed card inside with a fabulous glossy picture, and some factoids about your favourite Amazonian warrior, princess, champion, saviour of the wild. The wings aren't attached. The wings are sitting in their little blister pack inside. So you take them out and then you clip them in. Well, not as easy as you might think. No. See, that wing there, that one, which would be her left wing, that clipped in nice and easy. The right wing, of course, the right wing is always the most antagonistic, isn't it? It's always the most aggressive and oppressive, the right wing. That took about an hour to get that in. And I had, within that hour's time, lost my patience entirely and hoofed young Wonder Woman right across the room. Yeah, truly she can fly with my boot up her arse. I wasn't very pleased, mate. And, you know, it shouldn't be that difficult to put these things in. But hey ho, it's in now. Right, let's unclip her from this hoist mechanism and show you what we're on about. As you can see, this armour is a sort of, well, you've got lots of shoulder pads, you've got chest armour. She's almost got like a chest like Linda Carter there, hasn't she? So there's a fair bit of padding behind that armour. And it's very nice. You know, it does follow the patterns of the original armour with the boots, the pads, all of this sort of stuff, you know, obviously the bracelets, it's all there. But you have this sort of slinky golden fishnet effect, which is quite ravishing and literally radiant, literally. You have all these mega points of articulation, ball sockets, swivelly wrists, elbows and arms going all different directions. The head swivels a little bit. It swivels more than the other one because the other one's got this elaborate hairdo which goes all the way down the back there, and so there's not much articulation you can get with hairhead. But this one, there's a little bit of twistiness. Once again, the toes of the boots will rise. They turn at the ankle, the knee. There's lots of, like, you know, thigh action. We all know how much we like that and crave that. But the armour itself is quite rubbery. So the shoulder pads are a little bit sort of on the spongy side. The detail on the wings is astonishing. It really is. Detail on the chainmail, this sort of fishnet effect, is also really, really exquisite. So the sculpt and the design is absolutely top notch, as you'd expect. As with the previous figure, I don't know who sculpted this, because even though I've scanned these boxes, you know, and there's lots of details and licensing blurb in all different languages, I can't find anyone's name. I'm not saying it isn't there, I'm just saying that I can't find it. I looked, didn't I? Yeah, you know. So, if you look at the face, that is definitely a very good likeness of Gal Gadot, as is that one. But I do have to say that I find it a little bit cringy with that helmet on. I mean, from the side on it looks far better. It looks better like that, you know, because you can see this sort of eagle or hawk beak. But face on looks a bit camp and a bit shit. Looks like something out of the old, you know, 1930s Flash Gordon serial, you know. Buster Crab fighting Ming the Merciless, and, you know, the Hawkman would wear these rather daft helmets. But, you know, I'm sure it works even better in the movie. Lots of waist swivelage. You've got an upper chest movement as well here. Look at this. You can do this. You can put a headbutt on, boof, on Cheetah, bang, suck on that. But I mean, I think arms tucked in, it looks pretty good. Obviously, with all that articulation, you can do whatever you want with it. You can put in some most ridiculous poses. But I've added on that contraption, like flying like Superman, and it looks piss poor. It just looks stupid. It doesn't look right. And I was trying to think, how does she fly? In this, we see her lassoing lightning bolts and swinging around those and leaping from one to another to, you know, go across the heavens. But when she's actually flying, I mean, Thor uses the hammer, Superman's got his fist out like that, you know, Iron Man's got fucking thrusters and all sorts. But how does she do it? I can't remember. She seems like just hover like that, to my mind, you know, and just take off like that. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what kind of pose to put her in, which would look. I mean, if you do like this, and like one leg's hooked back and the other one's like that, it's just Superman. That's Indiana Jones, isn't it? I always get those two mixed up. But it's just Superman. Actually, that's not too bad. Let's try that. You watch. One of these wings will ping off. That right wing. Whoa! See what I mean? You've got problems with this. Obviously, if you're just going to use it as a sculpture, then you've got no real issues, have you? You just get the pose you like and set it down. That's not too bad, I suppose. Because you make that noise when you fly. It's the noise of the wind in your hair. No, folks, I do like this figure a lot, but I'll be honest, I definitely prefer that one. Of the two, I prefer that one. Those of you with eagle eyes may have spotted there's a little blob of blue tack inside that little lasso holster, that little grip there, because it doesn't hold, that will not sit in there and stay there. And in fact, even with the blue tack, yeah, it popped out as well. So you've got that to contend with. These are just little foibles, of course. But I do like the pose you can get into. You know, you can do the fantastic leg sweep that she does. And she comes sliding down, sometimes on the shield, and just does that leg sweep and just takes out legions of goons. Awesome stuff. So there's the two versions from McFarlane's, and as I say, people have been raving about that one. And I can see why. You know, it looks glorious. It's radiant. It's an unusual image. Her hair, by the way, does sweep down the back. It's not tied up there. It is swept in. And the hair sculpt and face sculpt is great. Good grip on the hands as well. And you see the wings do sort of, I don't want to do this too much in case it pops out, but the wings do. Yeah. Can't help but think of Brian Blessed and his Hawkman now from the big movie Flash Gordon. But yeah, there you go. And bizarrely enough, when I bought that first one, the prices were fluctuating between like sort of $17.99 and $19.99, and I think I got it about $17.99 in the end. This one, which seems to be the one that people are going for more, well, that's the impression I got, was more expensive. And yet, when I bought this the other day, it had dropped to $14.99. So, you know, folks, if you haven't stumped up already, it's worth having a little look. And by the way, that was on Amazon, so the prices go up and down all the time. But yeah, so you might get a bargain. It is a good figure. As I say, the articulation is the same as on that, 22 points. But obviously, you're going to be a bit more restricted with the wings. But the wings can come off, so you can fight without the wings or whatever. I don't know. But there you go. It's Wonder Woman. Golden armour. By the way, what you probably can't hear, or that'd be great if you could, is I'm playing Christopher Young's rejected score for Tobe Hooper's Invaders from Mars, which was for the Canon group. Tobe Hooper had to quit pretty quickly to get onto Life Force. He was doing Life Force for him as well. And Christopher Young did this incredibly elaborate music concrete, they call it, avant-garde structure of synthesized electronica with sampled Gregorian chants for a film about Martian invaders. And the film was a flop at the time, like, and as much as I enjoy it, I can see why it gets badly botched towards the final act. It's just too rushed. And the score you get in the end is, because that was rejected, he had to go back and do an orchestral score, and then someone else, David Storrs, did a few bits of, you know, a synthesized score as well. So in the end, you get a bit of orchestral, a bit of David Storrs stuff, and a tiny bit of Christopher Young's synthesized stuff as well. But I've got the full complete score, including all your news tracks, and this, it's a shame, actually you can't hear it now at all, but, you know, I might do a video especially on that, because it's so good. And being as I've got into trouble by playing Wonder Woman's music, I thought it best not to do it this time. Isn't that right, Michael? Yes, it is. Yeah. So anyway, folks, there you go. There's Wonder Woman Golden Armour from McFarlane Toys. Yeah, it is a good figure, definitely. Couple of misgivings about the helmet, perhaps, but you know, clearly that's how it looks in the movie. They will have totally 3D scanned Gal Gadot in the armour for that. So, lucky bastard that got that job, eh? So, folks, Wonder Woman, Michael Myers, and a little tiny hint of the Invaders from Mars. I try to give you a bit more bang for your buck. So, folks, in the meantime, and indeed that crafty, intuitive in-between time, please do be happy, be healthy, take it easy, keep it kilted, keep it Celtic, and for God's sakes, let's have fun out there. So, I'm going to see you all later. Whoa, dazzled me there.